Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. Today we're gonna talk about Ghost of Yotei, or rather Ghost of Nobuy, because the numbers are not officially in, but we have estimations and let's just talk about it. As always, I'm going to link this time almost everything in the description box down below. When I'm showing you a profile like this, I'm going to just link the profile because otherwise it would be just too much. So the first thing here I want to show you are a couple of posts from Daka. If you don't know that person, it's basically one of the Warhammer 40k posters, content creators, however you want to call it. And yeah, just saw this at Best Buy. They haven't sold a single copy, and you can see here 4 rows of Ghost of Yotei. And he says, just a note for people not in the know, those are pre-order bulk. The store probably had 50 or 100 pre-orders and none of them got picked up. Product search onto shelves is dictated by the pre-order status at a particular location. I worked 10 years in the industry. And yes, we have seen this at GameStop, and here in Germany it's MediaMarkt, Saturn, and so on. And there it's basically just the same thing. People pre-order, they don't have to pay for it in advance, and yeah, well, stuff like this happens. Then we have, we're gonna talk about why Ghost of Yotei is not selling well. Not only do we have the really incredibly bad story. The ending of Ghost of Yotei is the same as Last of Us 2, two lesbians raising a kid together, which also is a daughter. And almost every man in this game is evil, they're incompetent, and need the main character to help him basically. And yeah, otherwise we have, yeah, wow, you can cook. Ghost of Yotei is a 10 out of 10. I'm cooking the fish using my dual sense, moving it across the fire to cook different spots and flipping so it does not burn. Wow. Really? Again, by Daka repost. Not a single post about this slop has been about the story, nothing, because the story is garbage. I'm going to go through the posts first. It makes it a little bit easier for me. Then we have Jay Wiper. If you don't know who Jay Wiper is, his analytics of numbers as of right now is fairly accurate. There is just a tiny margin of error in his analytics, and so we can basically trust him. This is from 22 hours ago. 1.2 to 1.5 million has been probably sold, and this is just a little bit after that one. I pulled more data to see if the numbers could be higher or lower, and it looks like best case is 1.4 to 1.7 million for Ghost of Yotei, still adding a small increase to the player base over the weekend, which is surprising. I would assume a new game would perform throughout its release weekend if people were looking forward to it. I'm out here trying to find more numbers for this game and they just aren't there. That is really, really telling, because not there isn't just, I have no words for that. I'm sorry, I stumbled over my own tongue, because the interest in the game, people are very, very cautious. Many people of course are like, oh, I played Ghost of Tsushima, this is probably going to do the same thing. Sadly it's not. But then we have, of course, shills are pushing back against Jay Wiper here. People that are having a hissy fit over me tracking data for Yotei sales are misplacing their rage. Leave the billion-dollar company alone. You're getting angry at numbers. Yes, because the hard-to-swallow pills are, if corporations were honest and transparent about sales, we wouldn't have to create analytic models to figure it out. Which is absolutely true. just a couple more things here. Also, Google is deleting negative Ghost of Yotei Google reviews, which is also telling because they're trying to protect the game and Sucker Punch and Sony. Basically, we had a big pushback against this IGN-W here. I'm getting bored of every PlayStation game telling the same story. And it's just the truth. It's so sad. And of course there is pushback here as well, which I absolutely do not understand, because who wrote this? Simon Cardy. Thank you for this article, Simon. This is a good article and video. I'm not going to go through this because it's basically in the title. Again, this is in the description box linked. Go and read it for yourself. It's really good. Or watch the video. It's really, really good. And it's the truth. But many people can't handle it because they have a sunk cost fallacy in in Sony games at this point. And I do understand. I was a console fanboy because it was just cheap, because a big hardware monster PC is really, really expensive in Germany, and the console was just 400 euros for the PS5. And it was like, yeah, there is no discussion there. I just buy a PS5 and I can play most of the games in okay-ish. That's fine, but the first party titles, again, are just the same. Oh no, this is not what I wanted to show you, but also really funny, Metroid Tears of the Kingdom, because they saw what Zelda is doing and now they try to do the same with Metroid. Sucker Punch Productions. So, you would wait and see if they are... Well, it's Tuesday. They still haven't talked about sales numbers. You remember what happened with Ghost of Tsushima? 3 days after we already saw that it sold, what was it, 2.5 million or something like that? It was a lot in 3 days, and we haven't reached that in 4 days with Ghost of Nobuy. And there is nothing here. October 2nd, okay, now available worldwide, of course. 14 hours ago, a listening party, okay. A patch, 19 hours ago, you're invited, yeah, okay. Again, a listening party. What is this? 4th of October, celebrate first weekend, yeah, because it just released, blah, blah, blah. Amazing, I don't know what's amazing at this one here. You can now wipe in Watanabe mode, and you can see there is basically nothing happening here. Talking Ghost of Yotei with the Onryo herself. Erika Ishii, she's not even... wait, what is on the PlayStation side? Let's just look at that one. She's not even linked, so we can look at her posts, because she's an Antifa person. Let's just say it like that. Her wife as well, because of course. And yeah, it's not a big surprise that she's in a terrorist organization here. And the rest is just other studios complimenting on the release of the game, which is totally fair. What is this? Red Bull, come on, man. But yeah, again, it's just other production companies, developer teams complimenting them on the release of the game, which is totally fine. Now let's look at Sony. Hunt begins. Okay, there is nothing that indicates how much they sold. This is 2 days ago. Yeah, baby steps. There is something for that. Yeah, but no sales numbers. I wonder why. But yeah, again, the story. You know me, I love story. Story and lore is the thing that keeps me hooked. Because still, the story of Silent Hill F is not leaving me alone. I still think about it, and I was a little bit harsh on it, but the more I see about it, because I just don't like the combat. The combat is the thing that keeps me away from the game. I uninstalled it because of the combat. I don't want to do that again. So I'm looking at other people's videos about it, and it's fantastic. The thing where I was really critical about with, yeah, you basically have no choice. At the first playthrough, you have to go for this ending. It totally makes sense, and I love it. Silent Hill F is doing exactly that, what I want in a game. It has a freaking fantastic story. And it's so beautiful how they tell it, by the way. I love it. But again, I'm enjoying it through other content creators, which is the sad part. And here with Ghost of Yotei, the gameplay is probably really, really great because it's on the backbones of Ghost of Tsushima, which I also really, really love, which is obviously not a big surprise because Jin is not only a very attractive man, in my opinion, but also he has conviction, he has reason, and oh, the story is so good. And here it's basically the beginning is it's the same like in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Her family gets murdered. She's on a revenge plot. Men are mostly again depicted as stupid, as evil, or incompetent. There is a guy on the lookout tower whose bag is on the roof of it, and you have to help him, which is incredibly ridiculous because he could just either jump up there, throw a rope with a hook. I don't know, there are so many options because the roof is just about 2 meters high. That's basically nothing. Even I, with my broken ass body, can do that. Probably. Otherwise, again, I will just grab a rope or something else to get my bag. And other things is just like, oh yeah, there are drunk guys right at the beginning of the game and they are throwing rocks at a horse because they're evil. And the only. Oh yeah, also, the people who killed her family are basically the Sinister Six. It's the Yotei Six. And one of them is a woman. And she, of course, is the only one that is redeemed because she saw that everything they are doing is evil and she has to do something. Yeah, that's basically it. And that's why they come together. The daughter is a blood relative of the main character. I forgot her name already. It's so stupid. It's her niece. Yes, because her brother gets killed mid-story or somewhere, and yeah, she raises it now. It's so stupid. It really is. There is nothing more to tell because that was basically the whole story. And at the end, they're basically talking about how revenge is not good, but the whole story is also the Yotei Six are a gang that are basically just running, pillaging, and killing everybody. So you go out there and you take care of it. And that's supposedly bad. But at the end, they're sitting there and it's just like, oh, I've done bad things. I mean, yeah, but in the end, it was still good, but revenge is bad? I don't. It is so confusing. The writers of the story had no idea what's happening. Again, I'm using Silent Hill F as a benchmark here again because it just released 2 weeks ago or so. Silent Hill F fooled me, and I love it for that. Ghost of Yotei. We saw the game, and we already knew what's going to happen because it's just so simple. It's the same story again and again and again. And yeah, that's happening with studios that are not only invaded by Sweet Baby Inc., they're also invaded by activists. And this is the reason why Saudi Arabia probably bought EA, because it absolutely makes sense. Because Freakazoid also said it the best. The Crown Prince saw Dragon Age the Whale Guard and said, I don't want to play this crap anymore. Dad, buy the company. And they did. It's so sad. I mean, what is happening here? Why is this still a thing? Also, the disrespect for Jin. It's a crappy 2D animated. It's in the intro what's happening to him. And it's basically like he went out to sea and he was never seen again. Dude, I can't eat as much as I want to puke. You had the best character. You had the opportunity for one of the best sequels. But no. Screw it. Just put a gender in it. Just say men are evil all the time. And then you are wondering, then you are asking yourself, why is our game failing? Why is everyone making fun of it? Well, that's why. Not only is the female voice actress, the Japanese voice actress for the main character way more attractive. I have to show you. Ghost of Yotei, Japanese voice actress. Where is she? There she is. This is the comparison. Just look at the actress of the main character and the Japanese voice actress. Why? What is happening? Why couldn't we have her? You would have sold not only way more copies of the game, but also people would have probably just glossed over the freakishly bad story. I'd rather have her. There is... Do it like Stellar Blade. Come on, I really mean it. Attract with incredibly attractive characters almost all throughout the game. And some obviously like the old guy that is basically just sitting there all the time, who are really interesting looking and have gravitas to their character because you really want to know what he's saying, and then hook them with the gameplay and the story. Stellar Blade did it so good. It was so good. And I enjoyed every single minute out of it. But yeah, I'm getting mad again at the gaming industry. I really wanted to do better. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dings. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that I of course mean like and subscribe, and if you want you can share this video with your friends, and please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day my friend, stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you later in the stream here on YouTube or tomorrow with the next video. Bye, bye, bye.